Hey everybody, TC here from TC's Bunch of Stuff. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start a playthrough of the original Raft game. Love this game. So peaceful, so relaxing. I am going to play on, let me see, New World. I'm going to play on easy mode. And let's give it a name here. And I'm going to try to give as many tips and tricks as I can as we're going along here. It's a basic survival type situation. You're going to have to worry about food, and you're going to have to worry about drinking, and there's a shark in the water that's going to try to make you his lunch, which is something you need to definitely consider. So if you jump in the water, that shark is gonna num on your legs, which is not a good thing. So you need to stay on your raft and try to maintain your raft as best as possible. As you can see, there's a bunch of trash just kind of floating in the ocean here. And you gotta try to... Oh, I missed that one. You gotta try to get the stuff as best you can. Anything really close, you can just reach down and grab it. But everything else, you're gonna need your hook. Like that barrel's going to be close enough I can just grab it. So let's... Now, when you throw your hook, a lot of people have a little trouble with it. There's a little thing in the center. As you hold your left mouse button, that circle's going to fill up, and that's your throw power. And your aim up and down affects how far your hook can go. So if you need to throw it as far as possible, get to the edge of your raft, and you're going to look up, align your hotbar approximately with the horizon. That's about the furthest distance you're going to be able to go. Fill the circle bar up, and let it go. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. Now, if you're playing on peaceful mode, you want to start working on hunger and thirst first. But if you're playing on any of the modes where the shark can attack your raft, you definitely want to get yourself a building hammer first. And then second is going to be a wooden spear. That's going to be to fend off the shark. I need more. I need more leaves. You need leaves to make rope. There we go. Oh. A little more leaves. There we go. Now, almost everything you make has durability. So you see here's the spear, that little yellow line underneath the spear icon. That's going to be your durability. When that's all gone, you will no longer have a spear, and you'll have to make another one. There's no way to repair. You just have to wait until it dies and then make another one. Now, the beginning of the game is pretty slow. So it takes some patience, you know, you gotta gather all these resources. Okay. Now what I like to do is start off with a 3x3. And remember, the middle of your raft determines the width where the all the garbage floats in. So if you start building in one direction only, you're going to end up on one side of the garbage. So the game remembers, you know, that original portion of the raft. Alright, looks... Let me see. Yeah, I think we're going to miss this island. That's good. One of the things you want to try not to do is allow your raft to be turned by hitting an island, or, as you'll see later, one of these small scrap rafts. If you hit a scrap raft, it's gonna like push you around, so be careful with that. Okay, so get one more platform. I kind of want to rearrange a few things here. Let's get this stuff organized. Okay, that's a little better. Now your hook can hold a lot of stuff, so you could just like leave it out there for a while if you wanted to, but it won't always line up with the flow, so. And just for safety's sake, I'm gonna make another hook now to make sure I don't run out of what I need to make a hook. And now's a good time to start focusing on getting food and water going. So up here on the left, we got simple purifier, and of course the shark just decided to chime in, which is a good opportunity. You can see this is damaged now. You can repair it by middle clicking. There we go. Let's grab these before I continue here. Don't know if that's going to line up, but yes, excellent. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, we're going to get a simple purifier going. And you're going to want a simple grill. And definitely want a small crop plot, but don't plant right away until you get things set up in a certain manner. I am going to put it down just to get it out of my inventory, so I'll just slap it there for now. Put that and that, mostly just to get it out of my inventory, but I'm going to change the layout in a little bit. And you see I found a beet in one of those barrels sometime. Don't just eat the beet, because you're going to want it to plant. I'm not going to put wood in that yet. I will do the water though. I need more plastic. There we go. Okay. Okay. So fill that, fill it with planks. Now we got water coming in. Very important. Plastic, good. We got a barrel coming. Excellent. Now, it's real tempting to try to stop at these islands, but trust me, you are not ready yet. Just bypass the islands. Keep gathering resources. That's gonna mess it up. Oh, I got it. Okay. And if you're gonna slam into an island, you gotta make yourself a paddle so you can get away from the island. Don't let yourself get trapped on an island in the early game. It's just not a good idea. Oh, that was stupid. Thank you. Okay, we're doing all right. Some plastic. Okay, how am I doing on wood? Not a heck of a lot. Okay. Now another thing you can do for food is you can fish, which is okay, but the fishing poles are expensive. They take 6 wood and 8 rope. So just, weigh your options before you just willy-nilly make a fishing pole, because they are expensive. I think you're going to be much better off farming, at least until you get some catch nets going. Nope, that was stupid of me. Okay. Ah, bugger. That was better. Trying to get a decent amount of wood together because I want to add some structure to this raft. Alright, so what I like to do, what am I looking at? I'm looking at the wrong thing here. So if you right click, you get the build menu, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some walls, just these simple low quality walls. Yeah, kind of want them in. Actually, that's fine, but I do want to rotate. I want it like that, and then like that. Okay. It seems like a silly thing to do, but come on, get it. Oh no, I missed. Damn it. That was a good one too. And as you can see, it gets really dark at night. Okay, how we doing? Okay, so now I want to pick this up, and to pick something up, just hold down X. And I think I'm gonna stick you for now, like right there. Alright, now here's another. Ooh, let me get that first. Okay, there's my hook. I made another one. And there's a little bug. I don't know if it affects everybody, but anytime I switch to a new hook, I have to click twice in order to make it work. The first time it doesn't. I'm not sure if that's a bug that affects everybody or if it's just me. Alright, so one thing you want to do is make storage if you can. And you're going to need to make at least 2. And oddly enough, it has nothing to do with storage, although the storage is definitely a plus. It has to do with protecting your crops. Okay, how are we doing? Plastic is always such a struggle in the beginning. You go through it real quick. How's this island looking for alignment? Yeah, we're gonna pass that. Okay, good. So as you can see with the wooden spear, you have to hit the shark 3 times for him to go away. Alright, so yeah, back to what I was saying. Now you can build your raft out with these square pieces. However, when you're dealing with the shark, it's best to switch to triangular pieces. They only take 1 plank and 1 plastic to create. So what happens is you don't need to repair it, because it's going to take the same exact amount of resources just to make a new one as it is to repair. So I like to surround my raft with these triangle pieces, and it acts like a shark barrier. Okay, so whenever you get these blueprints, I mean, if you really want to save them, you can, but you don't need to. As soon as they're in your inventory, you know them, so you can just dump them out. Alright, so back to this. Yeah, so if you just put these triangle pieces on the corners like this, the shark will go for them first. And like I said, it costs the exact same to either replace or repair. So just let them take them. And then you can, you know, you don't have to run over and try to catch the shark in action. You can just say, okay, take it. If you use the square ones take 2 plastic and 2 wood each, which means you're always wasting materials when you're trying to repair it. You know what I mean? Okay. My thirst is getting down. But luckily, we created a water purifier. So you want to keep that going. And you're going to want at least 2 of these per person if you're playing multiplayer. But for yourself, you know, get at least 2 of those going. Because you need fresh water to plant the crops too. I don't need the hook for that. If you throw the hook and you don't want to leave it out there, just right click and it'll pull the hook back without actually damaging it. Anytime you hook something, it causes damage to the hook. But if you just throw it out and pull it back, it doesn't damage the hook at all. Alright, so can I make another? Yes, I can make another storage container. Good. And of course I used all my plastic. But that's alright. So what I'm going to do, I mean, you could do it on the outside of the wall, the inside of the wall, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to place these 2 storages right next to each other at the top of the wall. And then I'm going to pick this planting plot up and I'm going to stick it on the wall right beneath the storage chest. And if you do that, the bird cannot get your crops. He will not land on that. If you don't protect your crops, the bird's going to go for it. And you'll have to keep fighting birds to get them off your crops. So let me just grab this, and then we'll start planting. Okay. So right now we only have 2. It's kind of best to wait until you get 3. Because then you're not wasting water. Okay. So like I said, we're going to want a second simple purifier. We're going to need a lot more plastic. And try not to drink the salt water, because it's not good for you, both in real life and in the game. Expecting the shark anytime now. And I have a feeling he's going to attack right when I go to pick up that chest. So, as you can see, the bird has not attacked the crops, and it never will. Okay, I got lots of leaves now. Let's make some rope. There we go. Okay, another thing you're going to want to try to make quickly is the research table, because that's going to help you advance. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna need food very shortly. Plant that other one. Dump that out by right-clicking. Okay, I got an extra potato. Let's throw that in there. I'm gonna, let's see, rotate. Throw that there, get it out of the way. I can get this without throwing the hook. I can go. Alright, let's do some researching. Now all you need to do is put one item in and hit research, and it learns that item for everything in the list. But unfortunately it does use that item, you don't get it back. So just research everything in your inventory. And once you get some things finished, you can hit learn. And now you know how to make those. We are going to need to research some other items like nail. And here's one of the most important things in the game right here. Simple collection net. Now you are going to want to make that as soon as possible, but remember, you want to protect it. It's very important. And it also takes a lot of resources. Okay, so got myself a cooked potato. Save myself from death here. Okie dokie. Keep the food going. Keep the water going. I'm gonna want to move that. It's kind of in the way, but Let's, do we have the stuff to make a second one? I do. Let's do that. Alright, let's put this, like, yeah, I guess right there should be fine. Alright, get that second one going. Now, as you can see, crops grow really fast in this game. Okay, now that there's 3 in there, it's not going to be a waste of water to water them. Can I make a second one? I like to make 2 of the crop plots. One for beets, one for potatoes. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You don't have to have an even number of them. I like to do it that way. And really, you can just survive pretty much forever with 2 planting plots, 2 water purifiers, and a couple of grills. Obviously, you get, you know, better stuff later, but that'll definitely keep you going without any major issues. Alright, how am I doing? I'm still pretty low on plastic. I want to keep making those protecting. I want to do the whole raft up with those. But the rear is more important to protect, because you spend a lot of time in your front of your raft. Oh, that was a terrible throw. Nope. Okay. Oh, I'm missing this stuff. Am I gonna get it? Yes, okay. Okay, we're doing a little better here. Keep the food going, keep the water going. Now, in the early game especially, it's a good idea to wait until your hunger is down, you know, like kind of most of the way before you eat something. Because the more you eat, the less effective the food is. So, like, if you're almost starving, a single potato will raise you up a decent amount. But if you're, like, almost full, a single potato will do just a tiny sliver. Okay. We got some plastic now, which means I'll be able to put not reinforcing, but protection around the catch nets. And just so you know, there are no mods installed. This is completely vanilla. Alright, so collection net. Let's make our first one. Excellent. I'm going to stick it in the middle on the front. Sharks have a tendency to go for the corners and the edges first. So it'd be very rare for the shark to attack that. I don't think I can reach that. Oh, you son of a nugget. I clicked too quick. Okay, this collection net isn't going to do a heck of a lot right now, but it's a good start. Look at that. It actually did something. Okay. Alright, I just got my first decoration package. You can do it however you want. I usually just open them as soon as I get them. But you can save them all up and open them all at once if you like. Some items are actually useful. Particularly the fancy bed. And like I just got the candlestick, that's actually pretty useful. Gives you some light. I'm actually doing decent on resources. So let's craft ourselves some light here. Yeah, I guess I'll stick it up front. There we go. Now we can see a little something anyway. Oh, I hate it when I throw it short. Darn. So I hope these little tips have given you some help. I'm going to call the episode here. We've got a decent little raft started. It's well protected from sharks. We've got food, we've got drink, we've got a little bit of storage. So I want you to have a wonderful day, and hope you'll join me next time where we will continue this survival journey. Thank you, and good day.